all the vertical video shit, and this hopefully will make it a smoother deal for us. So let me turn on the music, and I think I can send this skeet now, and that should be what we want. Weird right now, man, that I was talking to Sarah about this, how normal things are with how fucked up things are. Like the world's literally like tanking currently, and here we all are buzzing about our 9 to 5s like nothing's fucking broken. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I don't have a solution here. It's just fucking weird. Yeah. No. Yeah, man. Like I don't know. I have a very different feeling this time around. Certainly not normal. Let me piss and get some water, and then we can lay into the stream. Get some there. 1 second. Yeah, let me just see it. You can see it though? Okay, cool. I'll be right back. So weird. Huh. I don't know. Seems about right. Let me just get us in here and I can tell you about what's going on with it. Monday. Hang on, stream's not showing up here. It is a Monday. I don't know if that does anything good for you. Let me see why our stream's not popping in here. It's done this before.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what we're looking for. Happy Monday, Chase. If I can say that to you, if I can be so bold to wish you a good Monday.
You're allowed. It's well, for now, it's a free country still. Give it time.
Yeah.
Maybe bump my volume just.
Let's see what we can do about that. Hang on, I was just checking our levels. I think we're. What the fuck? God damn it! Did I somehow click on the X for
I don't know,
Oberdin?
man.
We'll get her there. We'll get her there. Oberdin coming to you now, and Oberdin coming back to stream here in just a second. Hopefully so. Come on, come on.
As you say.
It just takes a minute to hook this game for some reason. I don't quite know why. It's been a little wonky tonight, to say the least. Come on. Come on. What is going on here?
Nothing good.
No, man. It sure isn't. Let me try launching the game again.
Sure.
These very locked in games don't get hooked as easy. Let me try streaming it here and then getting it to you.
These fucking indie developers, just lazy devs.
Yeah. No devs want to work anymore, Chase. Okay, I think everybody should see the game now. You should see it.
Yes.
The people should see it. We should be heard. Wow, that was more chaotic than a movie theater after a Minecraft showing, am I right?
I wouldn't know.
I haven't been. Okay, let's do a quick lay of the land here. I think there's a way to see everybody that we've solved. I think.
The very back of the book.
Very back of the book.
The skull with the lines on it and all that.
Oh, the spooky skulls. We had a hell of a run the last time. I think we did 9.
I think that's right, yeah.
Here's where we're at. We have a lot of work left ahead of us, but I think it'll go somewhat quick now that we're hitting our stride.
Like about a third, maybe?
Yeah. And I just realized we never really used a glossary in here, but
the glossary is more for like
what roles are. Oh yeah. So I think that we had knocked out. There's a couple chapters I believe are done. I think we got the calling knocked out, if I'm not mistaken. So I think chapter 4 was done. Yep. And then
right, yeah.
chapter 5, I don't think.
Nope, we're missing bald guy.
Him, right?
But well, we have an idea that could be him.
Yeah. That's right. And then this is the other bald guy.
We just need to know his name.
Yep. So we've got some work to do in chapter 5. I kind of want to knock out chapter 5 tonight. You cool with that?
Okay. Yeah, and apparently that other guy, like not him, but the other guy is only a 1 carat guy, so he should be easy.
Yeah, this should be easy.
From what the game's telling us, anyway.
Well, let's dive into them. See what we've got here. On the deck map, our memories with this dude are here. That looks like to be.
Is this the guy who got his leg cut off?
Yes, this is the dude that lost his leg. He was also a part of the. Is this the same one? Yeah, Unholy Captives. This is part 3 of it. Oh, these are the guys carrying down the mermaid, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me back up to his first appearance.
Yeah, they caught him. They caught a mermaid. They dragged it aboard. They killed it and carried it down, or thought they killed it and carried it down.
Yep.
And then, like it fell on a guy.
Main deck set up there.
And then it seemed like it drove one guy crazy somehow, and I think that was like the bosun's mate or somebody's mate.
Yep.
And he went kind of nuts and cut off a dude's leg.
I think he was over here. I think that's him. Let me.
Who?
This guy here, his first appearance. If I go to his
first appearance, you can just click the memory. Yeah.
Then it's this one here. But that, I believe, is where we're at right now.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
I think. Okay. Let's hop in here and take a look. See if we can find anything with him here. Is that our guy?
No. That's the other guy we need to figure out.
Oh, I guess we could look for the. Oh, this is where we did look for the tattoo on the arm. Was this him?
Nope.
Okay.
That might be him. Nope. Oh, that's a different guy.
Okay.
Where is our guy here?
It's not
That's
him.
from the Formosans. That's still not him. Is he like on the boat, bringing him up?
Yeah, is that him there?
Yeah, that might be him. Nope.
No,
But that's not. I don't know.
that's not him either. Can I pull up the
I
book
think
here?
That was like the second mate.
He's one of the riflemen. Where the fuck is this guy?
Is that guy?
I think he has some hair.
No,
Yeah,
this guy's got hair.
we already checked him back there. Let's walk around over here a little bit more.
Well, there are
So-
two guys on the boat. Did we get both of them?
I don't know.
Yeah. So the guy in front might be the guy.
Nope.
No. Okay. Yeah. Where the fuck is this dude?
That's him.
There he is. Hey, that's our boy.
Okay.
All right. Any distinguishing features we see on him?
He's got sleeves, so he can't be the tattooed guy. Can we see? Is this the one we're at right now?
Yeah. Go to the dialogue. See who talked.
Okay. I don't think I'm on the right one though. This is.
Well, in this one, I want to know who talked in this
Oh,
one.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep pressure here. Hold him down. What madness is this? 20 years, my steward, and never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself. Those ungodly beasts carry a curse. Throw them back or doom us all. Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses. Come on. Era Dara, you fools. That was the guy that they're carrying. All's fine,
Yeah.
John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of his leg? Is his name John?
No. John was the mate
Got it.
or captain. No, captain. I think it's. It doesn't matter. That's not him, and he doesn't speak in that one. So.
If we go here though, and I come up to this, if I go to first
It's
memory,
part one.
yeah. Lift this out and take it below. What the hell is going on? What do you know about these things, about the chest and your dead friends? Monsters, where are they from? This is your fault. The shell must be protected. We will all die. He talk about a shell, very dangerous shell. What shell? Okay.
Yeah, but we don't know if our guy is the one who
Mm,
spoke at any of that.
and we know that he was a part of he perished in this one. We already figured that out. Memories on a deck.
What other memories is he in?
So
No,
he
show memories on tech map.
okay. Click here and show memories on deck map. Okay. Here's where we're at now. That's 4. 3 he's a part of when they're going down the steps.
So he's
2.
only in Unholy Captives. We never
Yep.
see him in anything else. Weird.
I guess we need to figure out what they're saying on 2 and 3. See if there's anything we get from that.
Sure.
Okay, this is 2. Clear the deck, move the boats astern and throw the bodies over. Watch your footing. Hey there, what's this? Give them to me and I can fry us a solid meal, boys. Careful now. Take it slow. 1 tick, gentlemen. There's a pretty shell here. Let's have a look. No, get back. So somebody there was cooking.
That was the cook, yeah, who died
Yep.
for that.
And then part 3. Here we go. On the Orlog.
There wasn't any talk there. It was just that the guy got crushed there. Huh. So why are we supposed to know this guy? Like they said, like they're saying it should be easy to know who this
Well,
is.
let me go. Is he a rifleman?
Well, rifleman's not a thing on the boat, but like topman, maybe. I mean, there's a gunner, but I'm pretty sure gunner in this is more
Yeah.
cannon guy, not rifle guy.
Was killed with a sword by Philip Dahl.
Yeah,
So
that's
he would have been around the captain's steward, it looks like.
Well, the captain steward's the guy who just went crazy from the mermaid.
How many topmen are left?
Hey, here's an idea. Why don't we use that glossary and we figure out the differences between these topmen and midshipmen and things like that? Like maybe they'll say like, "Oh, topmen, those are all the guys with guns."
Yeah. Topmen. Higher rated seamen specializing in work above the deck in the sails and rigging. Okay. Low level crew is a seaman. Let's go to gunner. Military officer in charge of weapons and military procedures on the ship.
It's a midshipman.
Officer in training, assist various officers and tradesmen in order to learn ship operations, usually of privileged status.
So this guy's gonna either be a topman or a seaman.
Yeah. Yep. I think you're right. I mean, potentially gunner, military officer in charge of weapons.
Well, this guy's not an officer. He doesn't have a hat.
Yeah. Topman, higher rated seamen specializing in work above the deck, in the sails, in the rigging. That's where we meet him.
Yeah, he's up there with everybody else as they bring this mermaid down. So I have a feeling he might be a topman. Can we do like a process of elimination? Like how many topmen do we have left that we haven't identified?
Let's take a look here. Let me pull him up. For the topman, there's one that's unknown. We have one from China,
he's not Persian and he's not Chinese.
So I would say maybe he's Scottish or New Guinea.
I mean, Scottish would make the most sense here. So we can just leave that one in for now. That's probably who this guy is.
Okay. Or, I mean, he might not be a topman at all.
He might not be, but I feel, at least from like a brute forcing standpoint, we might be able to get it through that. So now we've got two that we were semi-comfortable with. So if we can get a third guy and make some guesses, then we can start to see if they click into place or not.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Let's take a look. Oh, did not mean to do that. Bouncing around here, we have him in training.
That guy.
We think he's right.
So he's the other guy who might be right.
Yeah, because we have him selected right now, but there was also. I could pop him over to Way really quick and see if that does it. Do we have 3 people right now?
I think we only have 2. I mean, pop it over and just see what happens. If maybe it does change.
No. Okay.
So yeah, let's try to find a third person. Do we have anybody who we have some information on, or just like trying to guess a name? Oh, that guy.
Yeah, he was.
We should be able to figure these out with these 3 dudes.
Yeah, we think he's the topman.
So can we pick? We've got 3 different Chinese topmen here. So can we just cycle through the 3 different ones and see if that works?
Way didn't work.
He was already GA. You can make him Huang Li.
Okay.
And then go back to the guy who we thought was Huang Li, and then choose a different name for that guy.
Topman. Did I just lose him? There we go.
No. Okay. If you keep him on Way, and you probably should have written this down so we know that, so we know which one which ones we've already done.
Was he? He was G.
We started him as GA, yeah.
So make him Way, right? Because he's Hong right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then cycle through the other 2 with the other guy. And if none of these are right, then our other guy is probably not a topman.
Yep.
And he might be a seaman instead.
Okay.
Okay. So let's assume the Chinese guys are still the Chinese guys. And now, how many seamen do we have?
We have a
We
lot.
got quite a bit, and most of them are from England, which
Mm-hmm.
you know, oh, there's another topman, from England. Let's try him. No, okay. Well, I guess we could go through the Chinese guys again. This doesn't really feel like we're.
I don't think we're making good productivity here, especially for a guy that's supposed to be easily known, which I don't get why he is. Like,
Yeah, I mean, other than obviously not being from China, from his face. But yeah, he doesn't speak at all. He's just kind of wearing sleeves.
yes.
Can we go back to the crew photo and look at any of the guys around him and see what their positions are? Because he should have the same position.
Good call. Topman.
So he's a topman.
He's a seaman.
He's a seaman. Okay, so I think we're right that this guy could be either one of these.
Well, he's the only topman. The rest were seamen.
Oh.
He's a seaman. He's a seaman.
And those guys are locked in, but the other guy is not, right? Yeah,
he's not. So that might be.
But we have he's like one of the first people we see. He's the one who was killed by the captain. So do we have a reason to think this guy is actually Nicholas, or did we make a mistake at some point and just put something in?
I think we made a mistake.
Yeah, we could just try going through some seamen. Like, what else?
Where's Nicholas at?
It's like it's one of the last chapters, right? Because that's when the captain kills them all. Because like through all this shit.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Wait, is that locked in? No, I can change that. Okay.
No, yeah. So go to the conversation for that. Let's just see, because I feel like we said he was Nicholas for a reason.
That's where he perished.
Can we go to some of the other ones on this chapter? Because like he's with his friend and talking about some stuff earlier.
The end?
Well, right here. This.
Nothing mentioned there.
Okay. So we just know a bunch of guys killed by the captain. Maybe we do just say he's a seaman. Maybe for whatever reason, I don't know why we thought he was Nicholas, but it seems like he has to be a seaman if the other guys with guns at that spot are also seamen.
I would agree. I mean, that seems... But there's a lot of seamen to choose from.
There are. He's not going to be the Sierra Leone guy.
Well, hang on. Why aren't some of those other guys... Why isn't that scratched out? There's no seamen scratched out. Are we sure? Are they locked in?
They are locked in. Like anybody who doesn't have like the italicized words is locked in.
I can change that.
Yeah, but that's
this one's not. Yeah. Topman. That can be changed still. That cannot. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think seamen's what they are, man.
I think that's fair. But now it's just coming up with which seamen they are.
Mm-hmm. Did we try and just say he was that based off of his location?
It might have been. It's literally the first thing we see in the game. So I
mean, well, he's England, so I don't think that we would have been like, oh, he's an Englishman, but
I mean, we can try some of the different seamen.
Well, I'm just wondering if there's another spot that we can go to.
Well, see what other memories he's in. He's in a bunch, right?
Yeah, he's in 14. He was all over the place for this.
So at some point we gotta hear his name somewhere.
Arbiter Part 1.
So is that? Can we see maybe a name from a bunk? Didn't we do a bunch of stuff with the bunks?
Yeah. We did there. God damn, how do I go back to where I was?
But we got to get out of this
Yeah.
memory before we can go to a new memory.
Well, shit. Okay. We're back here. We were at the end. Right? Is that where we were at? Escape. The end. Okay. He's not mentioned anywhere on that one. Like, there's nothing in this chapter, the end, that gives him away, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We could go down and try and get some more of these if you want. There he is killing somebody. Maybe we go down there and do that. Part 4 and 5.
Yeah. Let's do the escape.
Okay. Not feeling as confident as I once was, Chase.
Well,
Is that the escape? That's the front, right? We're back here. He was really giving it to somebody back here, if I'm not mistaken. Let's pull this up really quick. The end for you. Shit.
No.
God damn it.
He's at the end.
Yeah. I'm aware. Okay. Show deck memories. We're coming down here. I'm at the wrong side. I was the right one. Okay. We're back here then. It's so weird. Like, I don't understand the logic of why we should know that one so easily. Gaming is going good, Baggy Noodle Arms. Thanks for stopping by and checking. We are struggling with some of these big old fights right now, but we're going to get through it. We're going to figure it out. All right, that's him.
So there's a guy. He whacks this guy.
Yep.
So let's go back to the dialogue for this one, because he had to say something to this dude, right?
What's all this, you damn fool?
Can we like listen to this one again just to hear?
Yeah. Should I peace out?
Yeah, peace out and then
Come back into it.
look at the stopwatch again. Or,
Baggy, this is my first time playing it. Chase here with me. He has played it before a long time ago.
yeah, it's been a while, long enough where I don't remember much of anything.
I think the hype stands. Hang on, I'm going to shut up for a second.
Okay, so definitely.
Yeah,
some
what's
kind
all
of
this, you damn
English.
fool? Hang on, I just realized your video is a little wonky. Let me fix that really quick.
Why'd you let my video get wonky?
I think it's probably something you did when you came in here.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's my fault.
Yeah, typically is. All right, I think that looks better. I think. No promises, but you're in. You're in. You are here. You're a real boy here. Okay. That did not help us. We see him though. Let's do 5. Let's do part 5.
We are on part 5. Let's do.
I thought we were 4.
We're definitely part 5.
Okay. I think 4 and 5 are the ones right back to back for him though.
Okay, I thought it was like 4, 5, and 6. Maybe he's part of all of them.
Where is?
Oh, you could just go to 6 and see who else.
Oh,
is there.
got it. Okay, on this one back here. Part 6 is off to the side, to the right.
So he's in the. Yeah, is he like in the?
Oh, is he behind? Is this the one where we went behind it back here?
Maybe are we on the wrong door?
Oh, that's the shitter. Oh boy. Overnight side G, get out of here. Where are we at to it?
Noodle, I think it's a solid game. Like there are certainly some things that feel a little awkward. I know we
Yeah.
struggled a lot with the pages and
The book is very awkward.
Yeah, but I think the book is also like the coolest part of the game.
It is.
It's just kind of a little awkward to navigate. Is he on? So we're on the right.
That
That's
was
part 5.
Yep.
So when you go to, can you go to part 6 and then see the location of that one? So that's
to the left, right?
To the left and 2 doors to the right. Yeah.
To the left.
Left.
Where the blood is, maybe.
There you go.
And the knife. Yeah, I think that the genre, like, I think this game really sparked quite a bit for people. But there's other games that I feel are a little bit more polished right now on a gameplay standpoint. Things like Golden Idol, even The Root Trees Are Dead.
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye.
to pull him back, to save him.
You tell her yourself. Brennan! Bring the surgeon's kit!
Brennan. Okay. Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit. Whoever, I think this person here.
Well, that's the captain.
Yeah. Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit.
And that's the guy who died. We haven't figured out him yet.
No.
Do we see who's bringing this kit?
Wasn't Brennan the monkey? Well, here's our guy.
Well, he's got his hand up like he's listening. Could this guy be Brennan?
Let's take a quick look.
Is Brennan a seaman?
Is Brennan a seaman?
That would help. That would help to know that.
Yeah, Golden Idol is a good time. I really like the sequel. And I think that some of the
Hey, Henry Brennan. There you go. He's from England. Let's try that.
okay, he was knifed.
Okay, so if we feel good about him, do we want to go back to the 2 Chinese dudes?
Yeah, that was over in chapter 5.
Keep flipping names. Yeah, I feel bad that we're doing that, but
Yeah, sometimes you got to brute force it. All right, let's get J to K. And our other friend was
back guy.
here. And
Make him GA. Okay, so if that's not right, then go make him Huang,
oh shit.
and then go back to that guy and do the other 2 Chinese names.
Yep.
And this is not a perfect system. This is not doing.
Neither one of them, dude.
Well, there's still a combination we haven't tried there. So make that guy GA again.
This guy here.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
the last one we haven't done with this guy. And then try the other 2 names with this guy. And if that's wrong, then maybe we just need to stop using these 2 as options.
Or do we have the death right for him?
I feel like we have the deaths right. Like those are a little easier to.
What was
to
the other
pull.
death?
Spiked and electrocuted. Like that
That's
guy obviously is electrocuted.
Obviously electrocuted.
And I think the spiked one was. Yeah, he's got like the spikes coming through him. So
Yeah. Okay.
Wei Li.
China. I mean, oh yeah, way for him. Nope.
Okay, so
Something's not right.
Something's not right, but I feel slightly better about Brennan.
Yeah, I mean, he's saying he's listening. Who else is around here?
Who's on the stairs? Do we know who's on the stairs? Because maybe he's talking to that guy.
Is that Brennan?
Do we know this guy's name?
No. We don't know him. Where's he at on that? Is he near the...
He's above like the fiddle player. Well, it says 4 others present. We can just look through that part.
Where at? I'm sorry.
Bottom
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
This guy.
There he is. So we think we know. No. He was the other guy who was.
What if we make him Brennan? And then try the stuff with the Chinese guys.
At this point, I kind of don't want to brute force the Chinese guys
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's
But-
leave the other guy as Brennan.
Okay.
If that guy is Brennan,
Him?
no. The guy we have is Brennan right now. If he's Brennan, we know he killed, like, in the previous chapter or two, previous parts of this chapter, he killed a bunch of other people. Like, we saw him, like, hit that other dude with the bat in the previous one. Can we say, like,
Yep.
that guy got hit by Brennan? Maybe that one locks in something for us. We got to get out of this chapter, I think.
Okay, let me leave. All right, we're out of the memory.
So, can we go back in the book to part 5?
Here?
Yeah. Well, no, this is the wrong one.
Are you talking about with supposedly Brennan, right?
But yeah, when he clocked that guy, the escape. That's the one it was.
The escape. Okay.
I think the escape is part 6, 7, 8. Okay, or 9. Yeah. Jeez.
Here?
Yeah. So
Okay.
we don't know who he is, but it says an unknown attacker. Let's make the attacker Brennan. Because if we're right about that, then we're right about all of them. He was a seaman.
He was a seaman.
So that guy should be pretty easy to figure out because he's got a hat. So he's got to be one of the mates.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't we go down and make him all the different mates and just see if that triggers something. Damn. I think he's going to be like one of the more important mates. If he's got to be one of those 3 though. I mean, we've tried all these, so it's not going to lock it in, but he's got to be one of those 3 just based on being.
Yeah.
So why don't you leave him as one of the mates? It doesn't matter which, honestly, but so let's leave him in for that, because then that might lock in something later if we got something.
Sure.
So we could either.
About to have you crack a book open and tell us what to do here for one of these.
Why don't we look back at the photo and look at the other mates and see, like, the whole photo, not just this one.
Okay.
Because those guys should be relatively easy to figure out because you can just switch a bunch of the names. Front of the book.
No, I know, Chase. It's just not. I'm hitting.
Okay.
It's one of those things. I'm hitting the button and it's not going where it should.
All right.
Okay.
So the bunch of dudes with hats in the middle, that one's locked in. Second mate's locked in.
Mm-hmm.
The captain we already know.
Yeah, first mate. We don't know
Is first mate
him.
locked in? Yeah, first mate's locked. Okay, so we have captain, first mate, and second mate. So
Yep. Oh.
Okay, we have that guy as a potential mate. We've got the guy on the furthest left with the beard.
Mm-hmm.
That guy is a mate. And then do we not have the other? Or that's all the mates there are, right? There's
Yeah.
just a third and fourth.
Mm-hmm.
So let's figure out that guy, the
Him?
beard guy. Yeah, because if we know he's got to be one or the other. Do we have when he died? Because if we have his cause of death, then we can just flip the names of the mates.
Let's find out. So he is in 8 memories. First.
Apparently, we haven't seen where he died yet, so
Yeah.
he's not dead in our thing yet. But we're close.
Are we?
Well, the two guys we see there with hats have to be the third and fourth mate of some sort, and and so if Brennan is right, then we have basically all the information we need for one of the mates, and then if we ever find where the last mate is, then we'll be able to lock that one in too.
Yeah,
so
this is
that
the
guy is either the third or fourth mate.
Yep.
We just don't know which one.
We just don't know. Yep.
And then if we can figure out the other guy, if we find the other guy who's dead, then we can flip the different names of the mates and figure it out from there.
We don't know what happened to Henry, but we got him figured in somewhere in that. Damn, I just feel kind of stuck.
Well, hang on. So this is called The Escape. What?
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the Henry guy.
Who? Sorry.
Right, more page. Oh, other way. You called out his name. He's like on the last page.
Oh,
of this
him.
chapter. That guy. Yeah. So, if this is called The Escape, well, can we see his memory? Like maybe this guy just got away. Maybe he actually escaped. He disappeared in Escape. Because can we say he's alive?
Disappearance and unknown fate.
Oh, we have to say where he's alive. Fuck.
All
right, can we watch that one again?
This one for him?
Yeah. Just
this here? Or where do we watch him
yeah,
at?
can we watch the memories of the escape just to see? Because if he disappears in the escape,
Oh yeah.
can we see where he went?
Yeah.
Because
Let's
isn't
see
he
here.
getting on like the little dinghy with the women, and like they kill one last dude as he like tries to stop him?
I'm looking at the escape right now. So we have this is like a bunk. We've seen that one. We've seen that one.
That one, right?
This one?
Yeah, like he's trying to stop them.
Main
Yeah.
deck. Okay. Let's go up to
Let's
the
go
main
back
deck.
up and let's watch that one again.
Okay. Okay. That's not him, I don't think.
No, because he's not dead.
Yeah.
So he's on the boat. So that's
Those are the
one of the women.
ladies. Is that him?
Nope. That's the captain, or that's might be the first mate. That's who we think is Brennan, maybe.
Yeah. I can't go down there.
Okay, that's the captain.
Yeah.
So that's the guy who's potentially Brennan's friend, or maybe also Brennan. It's just the other people on the boat, but we can't see who they are.
Mm-mm. Oh, hang on. That's him, right?
No. That dude's got a knife. What's he doing? Do we see that later? We might see that later. Because this is part one of the escape, right?
Yeah, this guy's been stabbed. There's a blood trail.
And And that's the other guy who we're trying to figure out, one of the mates.
Yeah, that's who we think is the we have as the third right now.
Yeah.
Unless
So the way this works, it seems like these people got off the ship, or were getting off the ship, killed that one dude,
Mhm.
and then a bunch of people had to run down. Because then after that, the guy we think is Brennan clocked that other dude. Go back
I
up
did-
and see if you can find the guys and see the other people on the boat.
well, hang on, this isn't anybody, is it?
We've looked at him, but so can we just focus on these other people somehow?
That's
our
him.
guy.
He's getting shot, right?
No. He's hiding in the boat while she just shoots that guy.
Well, hang on. Didn't this boat? Isn't this the boat that left? That ended up having the mermaids.
That was before, because that had the Formosans on it. We don't see any of the Formosans here.
Okay, so we know that he's on the boat leaving.
Yeah, we just don't know where they were going.
Mm-mm.
Can we see other chapters that dude is in?
Yeah, I think we can do that. It was him, right?
No.
No.
The guy, Henry Evans, is how we have listed right now. I don't think he's in this photo.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Here we go.
There it is. 10 memories.
Show memories on deck map. Okay. So there's a part 2. We can maybe see him more on this one.
Sure.
I think that's just the dude laying here right now.
Well.
Oh no, it's. Oh yeah, part 2.
Okay.
Last one. Move quick.
Paul.
So did we say that guy's name was Paul?
I don't think we have it on him yet, do we?
Somebody shouted, "Paul, look out!" So
Yeah, Paul, look out.
I guess Paul is probably the guy getting sorted.
I think you're right. This guy, yeah, we have him as Paul. First mate steward was killed by a sword. We don't know who this guy is though.
Damn. Well, I mean, we have ways of brute forcing it at this point.
Yeah.
Because if that guy's name is Paul, we could just, and we know he's killed by a sword, we can just like.
Oh,
wait.
we think that we know who this is.
If we think that's Volkov, then go back to Paul and say he got knifed or sworded by Volkov.
Yep. And I think this
Volkov,
one.
I mean, he got shot by a woman.
Yeah.
Can we just go down all the women's names?
Yep. Let's figure out. Well, we can start to just focus on one here. Hang on a second.
Well, hang on. If we just do the all the people who shot him, all the potential people who shot him, and we just go through the women's names. Once you figure out the one, because I think at some point something's got to lock into place here.
Yeah, I hope so.
We've got too much stuff that's locked in, so I think we can brute force it now.
Okay. Let's see here. Emil? That's a butcher. I don't think that's her.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
Abigail?
Nope.
Emily?
Emily.
Hey!
Hey!
Fuck yeah!
All right,
Woo!
so we also know that she's Emily.
Yep. Okay, Paul locked in. Leonid locked in.
So what's the other one that's locked in? Brennan. Okay,
Brennan.
that guy's Brennan. That helps too.
Okay. And we know that we're going to get Emily.
We know we're gonna get Emily. We don't know where she went,
Nope.
but we know she disappeared. And whenever we figure out where she disappeared to, we're gonna know that for Henry, and we're gonna know that for all these other people too.
So what I need to do
Top
though is
one there.
that's the shooter, right? She is.
That's her. Yeah. I
Okay.
think it's the top right one on that page.
Let me say that was Emily.
Uh-huh.
Where'd you go?
She's a passenger.
There we are. All right, that's Emily Jackson. Okay. Sweet.
So we gotta figure out where the fuck this boat was going.
Yeah, because if we can figure out where this boat's going, then
can
we
lock in a bunch
we know
of
who
names.
Henry is. We know who Emily is. Well, hang on a second.
We
Hang
can guess
on.
the other women's names.
Chase, this is going to England. That's where it's going.
How do you know that?
That's where they're from. They're just going back home.
Well, look at. Not necessarily.
I know. I'm being a dick.
Okay.
So we don't know her yet. We know that's Henry. We know that's Emily. We got those two figured out. We know who he is.
Well, there are only so many women left on this boat too, so
We don't know who this is though.
yeah, let's take a look at who that might be.
Does he show up anywhere else in here?
Yeah.
There he is.
So,
5 memories. Okay, we got both of those there. This is the Doom. He's in like 3 different memories here.
yeah,
Chapter
I'm sure he's
6,
just, like,
5,
standing off to the side.
7.
Do
Yeah.
you see him in the photo? Like, is he like with? other
Yeah,
people
he
who are
is,
passengers, or is he with people who are?
He's right here. He's right next to third mate potentially. Unless
Could he be a steward?
no, he could be the Bassoon.
You know, the third mate didn't lock in,
No.
so that guy has to be the fourth mate then.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't we call him the fourth mate?
Okay.
Call the other guy the third mate, and then that can be
This guy here, third mate.
yeah. That guy's probably got to be the third mate at that point.
Okay.
And then the guy standing next to the fourth mate who escaped, he could be a steward. It's hard to say, but or
Unknown steward.
fourth mate steward.
We're at?
I think it's a page down. There you go. Davy James. So if we can figure out where that fucking boat was going.
Yes. We might get some more there with it. We
Yeah.
don't have them. We don't know a whole lot about him. He was knifed. Okay. We still haven't locked him in yet. Nothing here.
Well, I think we feel pretty good about that guy.
Which
like
guy?
he's not locked in, but the guy who got killed by Brennan, because we know how he died. Not him. There you go.
Yeah.
Because we've done process of elimination on the mates.
Yep.
We
Feel
know
good
it's
about
Henry
him.
Brennan, and it's pretty clear he got clubbed.
Yep.
So I feel like that guy is locked in right now. I could make you change some Chinese guys' names again.
Yeah, I
but
could now that we got the other ones in there. We can try and do some brute forcing before we go. Those are all supposed to
Maybe.
be hard. We got this one. Still don't know who this dude is. We got Peter in. This one is still murky. We're locked in here. Still nothing there. These are looking. This one's supposed to be easier, but these are all tough. Here, this one should be easy. This unknown soul was speared by a terrible
Okay.
beast.
Sure. Yeah, let's try. to
Heave
figure out-
run. What is it? Bloody devil. Another one over there. Okay.
So why does it think he should be easy to know? Is he in any other? What other memories is he in?
Let's find out. 4. We've got the electrocuted one. We've got the
That's where he
part.
dies.
Yep. Unholy
Nice.
captives and a bitter cold.
Let's go to a bitter cold. He's probably got to be one of the guys on the.
That's
on-
the
on-
third level, right?
Yeah, he's probably got to have like a bunk there. If they're saying it's so easy, then
Yeah. Can I sneak by? Yeah, there we go. Okay.
let me
Oop,
just
let me scooch right past you here.
scooch right past you.
Yeah.
By the way, you're dead.
Yeah. Hey, Baggy, if you're still here, what have you been playing? Anything new? You said you've been wish listing a few things. Walk us through what you've been up to. All right, we're heading down to 3. So this is 2 and 3. Alrighty. Where were they at again?
It's like the third deck.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the person that said it was easy. Damn it.
Whoa! Hang on. Go back. That text at the beginning, further back. This is written by Henry Evans. That's the guy we were talking about. What else?
Yeah.
What else does this say?
I
This is
trust
what we
that
got
you
at the
now
beginning.
find yourself aboard the Oberdin. I expected this day to come, and my intention was to tell the ship's strange tale within the pages of this book. Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows. Your presence on the Oberdin is critical. I leave the discovery of its fate and the completion of this book in your hands. The next few pages will seem bewildering at first. It'll all make sense in time. Use the pocket watch to determine. Complete the chapter. Guaranteed French Office of Affairs in Morocco. Boom.
So, is it possible that he was in Morocco then?
Yep, that's where they're heading.
Okay.
So let me pull this up here. Where is Henry at? Henry
There he is,
Evans.
surgeon.
He is alive in. Where is Morocco?
Morocco's Africa.
Africa.
So, if that's right, now we can go to Emily and say she's also alive in Africa. Emily Jackson, there it was.
Boom.
Who was the other one? Oh, the mate. That's right.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
So
So that other woman also has to be in Africa.
That is
was
James
the fourth
Davis.
Mate.
okay.
Davy James. Okay, Davy James also in Africa.
Yep.
So we can probably use process of elimination to figure out who the other woman is,
Yep.
and that would give us another 2.
Let me pull it up here. Baggy says currently playing Atomfall. Hey, so am I. I have like 13 hours into that. I'm almost done. I still hate myself enough to log into Destiny, and when I
Couldn't
end
be
up,
me. Not anymore.
When I end
I'm
up
off the
leaving-
Destiny train.
I go to the finals currently. Yeah, finals people really like that. Other than that, Split Fiction with the wife and some indie horrors. Hey, Chase, plug it. Let them know what's going on. I'll find.
Well, Bobby and I are also playing Split Fiction right now on my YouTube channel, separate from the Casual Hour. But yeah, we've done 2 episodes of that. I don't know technically how far we are into the game. We did our second challenge where we became pigs.
we were pigs
More than yeah. more
on
than
and off
preferably.
camera.
It's Jane Bird. Okay, so that's 2 we feel really strongly about, right? Davey
Yeah.
and Jane.
Yeah, I'm just making sure there's not another woman here. There's Nicholas, Timothy.
Well, those are all passengers, so I think it makes sense that she's Jane.
Okay. So we have Jane that we feel good about. We have Davy that we feel good about.
Yeah. So we could go back to the one guy who got spiked.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, actually, you could go back to the captain chapter, the final chapter. We could we could brute force it because we know that last guy got killed by the captain, and all we have to do is God, that's crazy that we
I
just saw
know.
Henry Evans just paging through the book. I was like, wait a
What?
minute.
Oh, the last one here, the end.
Yeah. So we know that the captain kills Brennan, and then he killed. So we could just go down the fucking line with this. Like we could just try all the different seamen for that.
Oh, for him.
Yeah,
Okay.
because if we're confident in the other two,
There's not a lot of them here. Let's do it.
yeah, sure. Don't call me Shirley. Okay. Well, we could just go through the top men, I suppose.
Yeah.
And he's not Maba,
Nope.
not Nicholas. It's probably not Huang Li. Ah, he's got to be one of these guys.
Unless something else is wrong.
We could just. I think we just try all the names at this point. Fuck it.
Yeah. Fuck it. Let's do it.
We have to be right. Surely we missed a name there somewhere, right?
Maybe.
Let's go back from the bottom up.
Okay. Are we sure it was clubbed?
We could go back and watch it, but I feel like, yeah, let's go and watch it.
Where's he at? Here?
Yeah, he's in the captain's quarters.
Okay. And Adamfall is definitely fun to explore. Combat's a bit rough, but I like the reward for chatting and exploring quite a bit. Yeah, I think it's really interesting that you can kind of deduct what's going on in that game, and it is a fun enough place to explore. It's a capital O, capital K game, in my opinion. It's very okay, but very, very cool. I'm going to talk about it on Wednesday night here on the show. I haven't talked about it yet. I'm going to be talking quite a bit, though. Is this him?
It's got to be one of these guys.
Is that...
No, that's Brennan. That was the first mate?
Yep.
Oh, is this guy like climbing around on the other side?
I thought maybe.
Check like in the back room.
Oh, yeah.
Because like maybe he's already climbed through and so he's
Yeah,
like,
Baggy,
probably-
we'll be live Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central. There he is.
There's our motherfucker.
So we said that he was clubbed.
Yeah, we gotta go to the next part of this chapter.
And if you can't tune in, our podcast, the audio only, well, there's two things. You can watch the video on demand if you ever wanted to on our YouTube channel. It's just youtube.com/casual hour. But our audio is up on Friday mornings Central, usually around 9 or 10 a.m. Central. Where is that person at?
I think he's right there.
Okay. Well, that's a club, all right.
That seems pretty clubbing to me.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, that just got your head bashed in.
he was knifed, but there's a gun there too. He had a knife. There's two knives. I mean, he's definitely getting hit in the head with a club.
Yeah.
Crushed? No. Clubbed. Killed, knifed.
I mean, I think it's. I feel like we had to just miss the name somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. Nathan. No. Unknown. So we go from 40, page 3. Here we go.
We've got some of these names crossed out. Who are these other people we think we know? Who's Lewis Walker?
I don't know. Should I just select it?
Let's see who we've called Lewis Walker in the book first. And if we did we have a reason that we thought that guy was Lewis Walker?
Maybe.
Like if we have like Lewis Walker locked in, not locked in, but like have all of his information and we still haven't gotten it, then that guy probably isn't Lewis Walker. But if we just are like trying, maybe we had partial information with that. Okay, so we think, oh, we don't know who this fucker is. We just picked one at random. So sure, let's call this guy Lewis Walker instead.
Okay. He was on the end.
Yeah, that was the rifle guy. We have no idea who he is. So sure, we can try Lewis Walker on this one. Oh shit. Okay.
All right. Yep, we knew we had Miss Jane.
Yeah.
We should have Davy. Okay.
Okay. So now that we know this Lewis Walker, I think he probably killed some people, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like he and Henry were doing
absolutely
some skullduggery.
Hey, that's a hell of a spot to end on, right?
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So
yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I was a little nervous there for a second.
Well, yeah, the beginning of the stream was rough.
I was looking a little rough. Goodness gracious, Baggy, thanks for sticking out through that. That was a little brute force. Let us get wrapped up here.
Ooh, we should play brute force. We shouldn't play brute force, but
I'll tell you what I want to play after this with you. I really want to play. I want this year, because it's a 2025 game. You need to experience with me The Root Trees Are Dead. It's really good.
I thought didn't you tell me another game we're playing?
We got a lot we're playing. Next week we're gonna play the Blueprints. We're gonna check that one out.
That's the one. I guess like review embargoes just
people are losing their fucking mind on that.
I know we thought it looked really cool from our April preview, but I want to play that game.
Whoo, I do too.
Real bad. We will next week.
Yeah, we're gonna play it next week for sure. There's a lot happening, Chase. Some really cool things right now. First and foremost, we last week got to hang out. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? We hung out with James from Ground Chatter and we played Nice and Tight Spaces. This little thing I want to celebrate. Our video of us hanging out with him is currently the live video feed on their Steam page. That's pretty fucking crazy. So
pretty cool.
They had a big update.
We're Steam famous, baby.
We're Steam famous. We got to show off a build of that game with the patch that just came out. So if you're not familiar, go check that out right now. It's really cool. The game's on sale, and they've teased it now on social, and he talked about it on the stream. But there's something coming for Fights in Tight Spaces, Chase, and I don't know what it is. But there's new
fights?
There's new content coming for Fights, and so we're gonna get something for Fights here soon. You can check that out right now. But also tonight we kicked it off with Dead in the Water. This week we are going to be just telling you about a lot of games. Baggy, as I mentioned, Atomfall I've been playing, but last week we covered the Switch 2. A lot's happened since the Switch 2 came out, so we're going to have to talk about some of that on Wednesday night. But it's going to be a very dense what you've been playing, because I think Chase has a few games to talk about. I have a few games to talk about. Should be a laid back good time. And then Friday night, Chase, I'm also going to give you a little taste of this on Wednesday. In typical fashion of Schedule 1, the first taste will be free for you. But I have named my cartel. It is a Branson-based drug cartel.
No.
And I am naming every strand of weed either Branson or Midwest adjacent names. And I will give you some of those on Wednesday night.
And this is for what game again?
Schedule 1.
Yeah.
The drug empire is taking off on Friday night. It looks ridiculous. Baggy, I know our pre-orders, Chase and I were all locked in, my wife as well. Schedule 1 is insane. It should not be as fun as it is. It is such a wild time. If you have the bandwidth, I don't expect you to be on every one of our live streams, but if you want to swing by on Friday night, we'll be playing that. My cousin's going to join me for it. And
Should we take a road trip to like Canada and go buy Switch 2s, bring them back home?
will they have us?
Well, who will be able to get back in the country?
That's even
a great-
smuggling. What if we were smuggling switches in?
You know what? I bet we're not the first people to
Switch
think of
smuggling.
that.
Yeah, I loved my time in Canada though. We had a great time there. Chase, we teased it earlier. I have a feeling you and I are going to be busy this weekend again. I hope we're going to be busy again this weekend. Yeah, we're not too far from Canada. We're down in Missouri area, so it's not quite 3 hours, but it is.
It's a drive.
It's a drive, but hey,
it's a doable drive.
we could stop by the last classic Pizza Hut buffet on the way up there if you wanted to. Chase, we talked about Split Fiction earlier. What's going on there? What do you got going on outside of it?
Yeah, Split Fiction, as I said earlier, is a game that Bobby and I are playing on my YouTube channel, Chasey K Plays. You can go to the link in the description and go find it there, or you can go to YouTube and search for Chasey K Plays, all one word. And we've been having a lot of fun with that so far.
Game's a lot of fun.
It also seems like a pretty short game.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're cutting through it relatively quickly. So go check out more of that. And then that's also just kind of a channel where I play kind of whatever I want and go through some games that I just need to get through or want to show off. So it's a lot of fun. Go check out that channel. I've also got another podcast that I do with another good friend of our show, Pierce Corshane. It's called Pilot Program. Pierce and I watch the first episodes of every television show ever made. I think we're about to record like episode 32, 33, something like that.
Growing up so quick.
Pierce and I are watching The L Word, the
Nice.
2004 Showtime show about lesbians. It'll be interesting. And I think we're recording that early next week. So
We'll tell Pierce I
no,
said hello.
not early next week. Early this week. Tomorrow, in fact. Oh, geez. So
Yeah.
so that episode will probably go up by this weekend.
Okay.
So that'll
Dope.
be exciting. Lots of good stuff there. Just go to shows.acast.com/pilotprogram or, again, link in the description or link in the chat right now. Go check that stuff out. Good time.
Lots of cool stuff to watch, listen to, and do. We will always make a space to talk about video games. Stay tough out there, y'all. Things are not great, and tariffs seem to be running amok. So we hope that everybody is safe and well and can find some stability with all these headwinds right now. But thanks so much for stopping by and hanging out with Chase and I. Have a great week. Take care, play something new, and tune in Wednesday night when we talk about a lot of new video games.